So good afternoon class. By the way, my name is Promise R. Giting, and before we start to our discussion, naalang ko ipakita sa inyo ng mga picture. And you need to do is isultis ako kung unsay nakita ninyo sa mga picture. Ready na ba mo? Okay. So, unsa may nakita ninyo sa mga picture? Yes, very good. So, naay naay cat, naay chicken, naay family, naay plants, and etc. So, for today's afternoon, naabot mo idea kung unsa atong topic karong adlaw? Wala. So, our topic for this afternoon, it's all about the living things reproduce. So, before we start, allow me to read our learning outcomes. So first, infer the living things reproduce. Second, identify the observable characteristics that are passed on from parents to offspring. So what is living things reproduce? So living things reproduce by creating new organisms that are biologically similar to themselves, ensuring continuation of their species. So mao ni sila ang mga buhing butang na nagapadaghan pinaagi sa bag-ong organismo or mga anak. So, aron nga masiguro nga mupadayon ilang lahi o dili sila mawala. Sabdan? Yes. So, there are two main fundamental process of life, no? So, which is the asexual and sexual reproduction. So, when we say sexual reproduction, involve two parents, offspring genetic, a mix of both parents. While ang sexual reproduction naman involve only one parent, offspring genetically identical to parents. So, umayon tag ang sexual reproduction duha ka ginikanan ang kinahanglan. So, naay papa o naay mama. So, for example, as human, so need o kanang female and male aron makaproduce o baby. Nasabtan? Yes. So, ang asexual reproduction naman is usara ka ginikanan ang kinahanglan. So, for example, is bacteria. So, si bacteria is dili na siya manginahanglan ug lain pang bacteria aron niya mataghan. Because si bacteria o isa lang si bacteria, mukaritan na siya o kanang mahimong duha, tapos hangtod nga mudaghan na. So, mao na siya atong ginatawag nga asexual reproduction, identical to parent. Nasabtan? So, naay duha ka paagi sa mga animals sa pagpanganak o paghimo og anak. So, ginatawag nato silang oviparous o viviparous. So, when we say oviparous, mauna siya ang mga animals that lay eggs. Fertilization may be internal or external, so the embryo always develop externally after the egg is laid. While si viviparous naman, animals give birth to live offspring. Fertilization always happen internally and the embryo develops inside the female animals. So, umay matag oviparous, mauna siya ang mga hayop nga mangitlog. Unya, mabuhi ang ilang anak sulod sa itlog. While si viviparous naman, mga hayop nga nanganak ug buhi nga anak. Ang ilahang anak mabuhi sulod sa lawas sa inahan nga hayop. Nasabtan? So, naay lain-laing pangalan ang mga baby animals or young animals. So, ug mga naktiag si dog, ang baby nga dog, dili day dog ihap na kung tawag sa ila, kundi puppy. Sa cat is kitten, sa pig is piglets, sa hen is chick. So, muna siya ang mga example sa mga names of baby animals. Gets? So, gets naman, so mag-proceed na ta sa inherited traits, no? So, inherited traits are physical or behavioral features that are passed from parents to offspring through genes. So, these traits include characteristics such as eye color, hair texture, susceptibility to certain disease and other genetic attributes. So, they are construct to acquire traits which arise from environmental influences. So, through reproduction, so like us human, naasabtay naman na sa ating parents through their genes. So, like for example, kung ang imuhang papa is na ay dimples, so naasay possibility nga ikaw nga anak is magka-dimple. So, kung imuhang mama kulot o buhok, mahimong sang kulot imuhang buhok. So, dili lang kay sa physical, but of course sa personality traits. So, when kung maingon tag imong mama is bright, so mama naging possibility nga kanang kabalik sa imong mama is mamana sa nimo acceptan. So, ang pamilya is kanang dili jud siya pareha tanan, pero naay similarities acceptan. Okay. So, let's proceed now to reproduction and plants. So, plant reproduction occurs through two main methods, which is the sexual reproduction, which involves the fusion of gametes that produce genetically diverse offspring, and asexual reproduction, which produce genetic clones of the parent plant from part like stems or roots. So, when we say sexual reproduction, so this happens when the female and male part of the flower join together. So, the result is the production of fruits and seeds. So, these seeds, when planted, grow into seedlings and eventually become mature plant. So, for example, is squash. So, gamit ang kanang bulak sa kalabasa sa lalaki o bulak sa kalabasa sa babae, sila join together, para makaproduce sila o bunga. And lastly, is asexual or vegetative reproduction. So this happen without seeds. Instead, plants use roots, stem, leaf to make new plants. So man can also help in this process using artificial method like cutting, marcoting, or grafting. So there are some examples, So we have runners, rhizomes, tubers, bulbs, and adventurous plants. That's okay. So, any question, clarification about sa akong discuss, So, wala na. So, nakoy ang question nila. So, the question is, what is the advantage of having cuttings plants for propagation if you are into gardening and ornamental plants business? So, pwedeng mag-answer, I'm sure you thought about this question. Okay, very good. So, cutting are the faster and cheaper and more reliable, So, they guarantee uniform, high-quality plants, perfect for gardening and ornamental plants business. Okay, that's all, and thank you and God bless.